Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. Between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Overseeing that Philadelphia sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. Facing off with him here, and that's Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Counter give to Tracy. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
First down, and they go right back to it. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to Tracy. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up.
The coverage by N'Kobe Dean.
The Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. 45 and still going. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Play action on first down. A throw left side finds Johnson. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
2nd and 3 now. On the handoff, this is Tracy. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They gain 14 on the play, and it's good enough for a New York first down. Here's Tracy once more. He breaks the tackle. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Second down, here's an option. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. The right side is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 16. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and 10.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Season2 does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Season2 again. And this time he gets in for the New York touchdown. The Giants go up 6-0 here in the first. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right.
Giants ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Handoff to Tracy. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room and no margin for error.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now looking to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Coming left is Tracy. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's Tracy on second down. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. It's on target to Johnson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He finds Slayton on the slant. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Near the goal line. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. They go play action on first. Connects with Johnson. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Complete left side to Robinson. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll go left side with Tracy. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll make his way through for a pick of a 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
From the 47. That's caught. He found some space. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He's got to gain a 6 there. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Giants up multiple scores and on their way, if they can keep this up, to closing this one out. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They run. Here's Tracy. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He's going to throw this one. We've got a screen to the running back. Then he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants making a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. There's Tracy on 1st down. This is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's good for a Giants.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. Broke through the tackle. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Running this with Tracy. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Tracy. And he gets him one as we come up to the 2-minute warning. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants looking like they'll start this season with a win. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Pass play now. Pass brought in by Slayton. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Giants ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 36-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to Scannaboo. He gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And Scannaboo on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. He gets 3 on the run, and now a couple of options for him on 4th down.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
So the Giants come away with the win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.
The Giants' game is over, but his work isn't done yet. Following their early season contest, people want to know what he thinks the team can accomplish as the year goes on.
Cougar 19! Set up! Come on, set! Ready, right? Down! Go! Ready! 7, ready! Set to go! Let's go now! Set, ready? Ready! Let's go! Ready, ready! Here we go, set! Ready, ready? Here we go, here we go! Go! Set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison, ready?
about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. On the visitor sideline, Giants head coach Brian Dable. He's got his defense firing on all cylinders right now. They're coming off a shutout victory their last time out. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His guys, on the other hand, were New York set to take the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Giants first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
First down, Giants.
He'll look to throw. Left side, he's got Robinson. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
A pickup of 2. Brings up
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Wan'Dale Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants have taken the lead. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Close to the sideline, he finds Robinson complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.
a 6-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They're going to look to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12. And the Giants first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Yards. First down, New York.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
First down, Giants.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
the 37-yard line.
On to give, it's Tracy. Shifts past him at the 45. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
The 2-yard line.
Now it's Tracy. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Robinson hauling it in outright. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd and 11. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
To Theo Johnson. A gain of 15. First down, New York.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. This is first and 10. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now out come the Giants. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
First down, Giants.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man in the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Giants first down.
Running left is Tracy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A little juke. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They'll start this drive out, and he caught it up. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Recovered by the offense.
Second and short now following the fumble. Now back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
A 49-yard gain on the play. First down, New York.
They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, But they get the win by taking the lead in the fourth quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a fourth quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the fourth quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go, set. Set, go. Let's go now.
That's a live look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. Leading the Dolphins sideline, head coach Mike McDaniel. His guys searching for their first win of the year after an 0-2 start. Facing off with him here, Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants. These guys, on the other hand, have started strong, 2-0 so far.
Okay, break.
Counter give to Tracy. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's Tracy on second down. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's good for a Giants first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Yard line.
First and 10, looking to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 30. That's another New York Giants. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Working inside the red zone. That one connects. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offense.
All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So they wanted to take another look, and that turned out to be a good decision. The call on the field overturned. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Scatterboom. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Scatterboo again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
To the line we go. They're set. First and 10. They go right back to Tracy. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, Look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
For the Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another New York Giants. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Now go, it's Tracy. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, I don't think there was a single doubt in the building that that was going to be an R-U-N. And not a single doubt in the outcome either. Great push to drive it forward and get the first.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Tracy once more. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Scatterboo here on the toss. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. And that's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. 60.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants pull out in front further, 13-zip. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively. Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback.
And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Drive starts with an option, right side. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson.
You can see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defense coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. These guys on the field made the right play.
Well, here comes their offense to begin the drive, and in the middle of all of them, oh yeah, there's the focal point of their game plan, their quarterback.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's keeping it. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 1. It's his running back. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hanson. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Tracy on first down. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. He'll call his own number. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. And that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. Again, he hits the second level, and he gets this down to the 38. It goes as a gain of 19 yards, and it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants push their lead further to start the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. It's an option right that begins this drive. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He finds Neighbors right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. Third down coming. Throwing from the gun here. It's complete to Robinson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down.
For a New York Giant.
Trying the right side with Tracy. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Giants up multiple scores and on their way, if they can keep this up, to closing this one out. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line.
20 more yards. That's another Giants first down.
To throw it on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. Got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
Caught, nice gain left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And they will score. Touchdown, New York. Nice and likely locked up the win right there. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. A give right side to Tracy. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first.
It's a loss of a yard.
May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
At the 50-yard line.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Tracy. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this third down. Throwing now, off play action. Has it downfield working the left. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
10 at the 25-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Tracy. Space to the left. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering why. How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants looking at a 3-0 start to the season. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 vices.
The give to Tracy up the middle. No, up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here we go, set.
Third down, Tracy gets it. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 3-score game in the fourth. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Giants come away with the win. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. of the line of the Western and Atlantic Railroad. That's where Atlanta was born. And there a train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm. It's the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Dable. His guys sporting an unblemished 3-0 record so far. Across the field, that's head coach of the Falcons, Raheem Morris. His guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Straight to the air they go. Looking deep to open the game. Big gain downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. It's Tracy on the carry. That's no way to treat your reigning conference player of the week as they dump him for a loss. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He completes it in traffic. He'll muster a little down to the 30. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Falcons go and nickel to defend this 3rd down play. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
The Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Throwing now, following the turnover. This is caught. That's Slayton. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants parlay the turnover into a lead.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
The Giants ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. They'll throw on first. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Downfield, it's tipped, but he still makes the grab. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New York.
Coming left is Tracy. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. He keeps this one himself. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Throwing now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
And the Giants first down.
This is Tracy. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. Here's 2nd and 7. Offense getting set to start things off again. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The intended target was his running back. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Caught near the pylon. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, New York.
Keeps it on the option here. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity.
Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. To the air now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
First down, Giants.
He'll look to throw. Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Lays out. What a catch. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Working inside the red zone. Catch Push is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Tracy. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Final throw before the break. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stage.
The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Finds him over the middle. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Complete to number 1, Malik Neighbors. A 28-yard gain. And a Giants 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Play action on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Looking slant route complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. He takes off with it. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's Scatterboo on 3rd. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Giants push their lead further to start the half. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. To throw it on 1st down. That's Robinson on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you gotta count on those being efficient.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The offense about set to take over now, and here's their quarterback out to lead them to the line.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about.
Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
And he works this to the 38 before going now.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 2nd and 2. Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Pass complete to Robinson. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They've got 1st down from the 31. They run. Here's Tracy. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. They'll come up 1st and 10. He'll call his own number. And he is caught and sent out well behind that line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long coming. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. The play fake. He'll throw. Pass it down close. And in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants have likely locked up the win right there. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever. The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They can trot out that victory formation here, Brock. Send us all home. No timeouts left to stop that clock. Running this with Tracy. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making a 3-score game in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. Well, what began as just a good start to this season might be becoming something a little bit better, Brock. 4-0 now. There may be some serious legs to the start they're having here.
Yeah, let's not go calling them the 72 Dolphins yet, Kate. A lot of season left. But you'll hear coaches, especially in this first month of the season, call it stacking wins.
Yep.
And you know, if you can sustain success and you stack these wins early, you're typically a playoff team late.
The Giants game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The media wants his thoughts on what decided this game and where the responsibility belongs.
greatest keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding the fog bell and signaling that it's time for football in Foxborough. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Dable. His guy's one of the last undefeated standing this season, 4-0. On the opposing sideline, that's head coach of the Patriots, Mike Vrabel. His guy's no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Start on the ground here, Tracy. And that's the way to start this game. Give him 8 on that first offensive snap.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do know how to flag the sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Throwing now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield? That's the cherry on top.
The Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. They'll come out throwing. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
29, Tyrone Tracy. A gain of 21 yards. First down, New York.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And a man is there to knock that away.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
A draw now. This is Tracy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
Caught by Theo Johnson. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First and 10 from the 41.
First down, New York.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on first down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 37. Screwing here for Scatterboo. And he's tackled for a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Looking to the air here. Pass is caught at the 9. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now. They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Offense to the line for second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Shotgun now on third down. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get the game's first points here in the second. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Giants ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. On first down, they'll run. Room on the sideline to the 15. And they'll get him down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
And the Giants first down.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes, Kate. He gets drilled. The QBs know that feeling. When you're letting it go and you get hit, definitely not the throw he wanted. And by happenstance, the adjusted throw still found a home, and that home was his teammate.
They'll go left side with Tracy. Crosses midfield, still going. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. From the red zone now. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. They'll throw to begin this drive. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And this is going to be down to looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. He's dropping back to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Nearly an interception on that play. And now they face second down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. 2nd and 10 now. Pass is caught along the sideline by Slayton. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
17 yards. And the Giants first down.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. They'll throw on first. Dumps it off to his running back. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Milton Williams making a stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Looking for a throw here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
10-yard loss on the play.
The Giants ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Pass was thrown for Caden Prather. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. Now I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there. The counter give to Tracy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Giants up multiple scores and on their way, if they can keep this up, to closing this one out. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw here on first down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
Greg Woodson there defensively.
Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Here's Tracy on first down. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. So the long run, a positive, but we see the negative here as one of his blockers in some distress following the play. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, and they go right back to him. Juke the defender. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. He keeps this one himself. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And Brock, they're in a spot where they can just kneel this thing out, even though the one timeout does remain defensively. A handoff to Tracy. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Throwing on 3rd down. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Keeps it on the option here. And he will take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants have likely locked up the win right there. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thinking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. So to the victor go the spoils, Brock, as they celebrate the win. That's a positive feeling that you know is going to carry through the week ahead.
And it makes everybody in the building feel better. It does, from the secretary to the coach to the owner. And it makes all the practices, the film rooms, the workouts a lot easier over the next couple of days. Nobody wants to slog through those coming off a loss. But coming off a win, they'll have a boost and really attack the week as they get prepared for their next opponent.